Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Dratlaw44. Today I wanted to post a short video about a great victory that me and my friend Pickled Viper actually managed to get on duos. Now, it is his 4th ever victory on Apex. He's had 3 with me and 1 elsewhere. So this was a really great match to actually showcase and display. So we're going to be flying down to Refinery. That's where we're going to be starting. But meanwhile, while we're flying, just remember, never stop moving, never stop believing, and stay Apex. Now, what we do is that I land into the building, of course, and I grab a Prowler. Very nice little start. Body shield, very good start there, run around. And I do actually even find a Havoc as well. So, looking good, you know, really sort of good start. Actually get a couple of good weapons. Feeling quite confident, you know. I think we'd sort of had a couple of other games that have been pretty good as well, so we were feeling, you know, pretty motivated. I pinged a white shield for absolutely no reason, because that's what you do, and then we went from there. But I sort of like found an R99, and I was like, right, okay, look, grab the R99, it'll help. So yeah, he drops it, Wingman I think it was, and I'm like, right, okay, but look, the good news is I have a stabilizer and some ammo. But of course, you know, as we all know, when you're a new player, it takes ages for you to go to the inventory to get items out. I meanwhile throw out a decoy out of boredom. He meanwhile suddenly drops something, and I'm like, yeah, the stabilizer, please pick it up. He eventually does. Now we suddenly get flanked by enemies. There's enemies suddenly in the area which we didn't know before. So I hide in the corner. My friend, of course, decides to lure one of them in, which is really good. He comes running in, unsuspecting, shoots my decoy, and we down him. Perfect teamwork there. Now, we know that there is one other right close by, which is a Gibraltar. I start shooting him. To be fair, the recoil from the hip is absolutely dreadful, but luckily my friend gets the kill, and we're at a good start, so we've got now some loot. Now, there was a little bit of a gap in between finding some other enemies. Unfortunately, sometimes it's always the way that it takes ages to get into the action, so I thought that I'd edit that little bit out where we wander across the map. Eventually, we ended up in Geyser, which is one of my favourite places, actually, as I've said before. I think it is a really good location on World's Edge. There isn't many that I really overly like, but this is one of them that I actually do. I think the location is really cool, the graphics are really good, the Geyser is a lovely touch in the middle, and it's pretty solid. Anyway, moving on, meanwhile, of course, a care package drops, which is always nice. We always kind of have a thing where how many times do you really honestly get to loot a single care package in a game? Sometimes there's even challenges for it, and realistically, you don't always get a chance to even find one. Now, I throw out a decoy just in case anyone does spring up. And I say to Pickle Viper, just keep an eye on behind us in case any enemies flank, and that way then we've got some cover and we'll know exactly whether we're being attacked or not. So I just move my decoy around, just doing that. Meanwhile, my friend in the corner has got the other area covered, so we know that we're in a good position. Eventually, the care package drops. It seems like an eternity, actually, when it drops, but anyway, it eventually did. Now, my friend wisely threw a dome shield over it, which I quite liked, actually, because it keeps us covered just in case. And I pick up the dome shield, and we like literally debated over who should have the devotion. In the end, I dropped the R301 for it. Now, funnily enough, someone falls for the decoy. I start shooting, miss a couple of my shots, but my friend Pickle Viper cleans up the mess and takes another one down. I slide round to literally regen my shield, and I'm literally like, right, okay, well, if my friend is doing one way, I'll go around here. I run straight into a gas canister, completely blinded. Luckily, I managed to down him, but I have to say that was very close. And this is a devotion being piled into a caustic, and he nearly won. Yes, the gas did slow me. It really blinded me and disorientates you. It's quite horrible, but that was a bit closer than I would have liked. However, managed to down him, so that was pretty good. Now, after all the collecting the loot and things, weirdly enough, another care package drops in the same area. This doesn't happen very often, and I don't think I've ever had it where 2 care packages have dropped close together, or at least not with 2 devotions anyway. So I take the new devotion. I think, well, I've got some ammo and things. And I say to my friend, look, grab the other one, it's a beast. If we both got one, this is really going to help. So he kind of debates. He had a gun that he really wanted to keep, but I was like, well, yeah, but, you know, honestly, it's really good. Eventually, he does pick it up. He's like, oh, but I haven't got any energy ammo. I'm like, well, you don't need it. It comes with ammo already. I don't think he ever realised that, so that's why. So he picks it up, he's like, right, okay, no problems. So we've now got, of course, a devotion each. Decent shields, decent other stuff, and we start getting attacked. Of course, as always, seems to clearly be people on there. Pickled Viper throws out a good sort of like airstrike bombardment, making them back off into the tunnel, which is really good. And I have to say that was quite useful because it forces them back inside. He meanwhile then spams probably about 18 million grenades, which is fine. That makes no incentive for them to jump out. Now I literally then hear some shooting. I realise that another team has come up on there, and I see a Loba. I managed to down her, but I did take a bit of damage, so I used my ultimate to back off and get out of the situation, because overextending is one of the worst things that you can ever do. I've done it many a times, and unfortunately we've all been guilty of getting absolutely annihilated, thinking, oh hey, let's do that. My friend drops down a dome shield, which was really handy. Now we're healed up. I'm like, right, okay, this is our opportunity. Let's push. This is our chance to get that victory, that sweet victory. Now my friend starts shooting. I go up above. I see one of the enemies. I think it was a revenant. He's downed, and of course, literally, I then hear a self-revival, and I'm like, oh right, hi buddy, how are you doing? And he's like, yeah, okay, and he's dead. And there we go, we won. It was amazing, it was awesome. Pickled Viper played extremely well. Very good teamwork, I think, and just overall a really good match. Now, although the match did take a lot longer than what was edited, these were the key and main exciting parts. And to be honest, it was a really great match. I mean, I think the coordination we had, the teamwork, sort of just the general thing, you know, where used Pickled Viper to sort of bait out the Bloodhound at the start. You know, he got actually 3 kills, which is the most he's had. So he's done really well in that respect. And I feel like, you know, it's progressing. I mean, obviously as a new player, it is hard. And I think, like anything, it does take a bit of time to get used to the game and just kind of feel, you know, more confident with things. It's still going to take him, no doubt, longer to really get into it, but however, the progression is there. So it was a really great match. I just wanted to post it. I'm going to be doing a pros and cons of either Bloodhound or Caustic next. So I will be posting that ideally very soon, probably tomorrow, from the time of the posting this video. But otherwise, that is everything from me. So if you did like the video, please, a like would be amazing. I've had amazing support regarding subscribers, so if you do want to subscribe for the content from me, do. It always helps, but entirely up to you. But otherwise, that is it. So just remember to never stop moving, never stop believing, and stay Apex. So I'll see you in the next video. Until then, you take care. Cheers now. Bye.